Hello and welcome back to George's Game Guys. Today, me and Dad are going to be doing the final build process of the UCS X-Wing.
It's overdue.
Yeah, been a long time.
Been building it for about 4 months.
Yeah, and it's still only at this stage, but never mind. We are going to finish it 2 days. We've got bags 7 through 10, I believe.
Yeah.
So it should be a nice smooth build. Should be good.
And we're being joined today by our friend Xavier, who joins us for a lot of the live streams. So we really appreciate him helping us out on these. So I'll just add him to the stream.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Come. He's going downstairs, guys.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for that. Yeah, thanks for having me, guys, and really appreciate it. You guys hosting it again. Can't miss it.
Yeah, it's been by overdue. I appreciate all the support and everything you give us, and it's great having you in these live streams.
Yeah.
And it normally points out the issues that we do, so that's very good.
Yeah,
I still don't know how you noticed we had that piece left in the bag before. But no, it's really good. So yeah, so we haven't actually got that far with the X-Wing, considering we started building it in May. So it's going to be good to finally get it finished.
Yeah, it's been a while, right?
Yeah, it's you can tell it's been a while because it's been gathering dust.
Already.
So it's dusty before it's finished, which is never good. But before we go on to the build tonight, George wants to actually go over some of the sets he's got recently with the including some of the new August releases. So let me just move that to the
Yeah, so I completely went blank that it's not July. So I was going to say it's July Hall, but this would be all August, isn't it? August. So we've
I'm gonna close a door over here. Maybe that's
no problem
makes
at all.
the sound better. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to check if the stream's working.
Yep. So we'll go over the haul in just a moment. But this is going to be the August haul. I believe this is all August, isn't it? So this is basically stocking up until November, i.e. my birthday.
Yeah. Well, there's some older sets and then a few of the new releases.
So everybody who's a fan of Lego will probably remember that these came out. So we've got 5 of the 332nd Ahsoka Clone Trooper battle packs at number 75, 75359, and 108 pieces each. Obviously coming with the classic form minifigures. So just thought I'd stock up this year. Only one of these will be featured on the channel though. Then we have downgrading in size a little bit. We have the 501st Clone Trooper battle pack that I believe was just retired. Wasn't it?
I don't think it's retired yet, no.
Oh, okay. The is 75345, and this is actually made of 119 pieces, so slightly more than the Ahsoka's Clone Trooper backpack. And then we ended up going to Leicester Square, and we went there twice, but we got 3 different orders. So we've got 3 of the creative 12-in-1 set, or gift for purchase, should say.
So it's not the best looking
Yeah.
gift for purchase, but it's got some interesting builds in there. So we might do some stop motion builds on these ones.
Yeah, hopefully it gets
something like a classic set.
Yeah. But I think stop motion builds will be quite good for that. So we're going to give that one a go, aren't we?
Yeah.
And it was a gifted purchase.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I think that's
You got
gift
3
purchase
of them.
on-
What's that? Sorry.
And you got 3 of those. That's great.
Yeah, we ended up going Leicester Square twice. So we got 1 the first time.
No, we got 2 the first
No,
time.
we got 1 the first time. The second time we went back, we bought the sets that George wanted, and then when we got out of the store, I decided there was a set I wanted, so I went back in to get it.
Yeah, it's only because you tried to torment Mum, and then she didn't get mad at you, so you're like, we'll buy it anyway.
You're not supposed to say that bit. Thanks for that one, George.
Thanks for the
I'm
tips.
glad this is.
George. I'll do it.
I'm glad that the next couple of hours are going to be on camera.
Go on, next set.
Just to make sure you don't smash any of the Lego in anger or something. So we got the Lotus flowers. This is probably my least favourite out of the haul, to be honest.
Yes, so Sonia, who's not generally into Lego, decided to buy this one.
Oh, right.
So I think, Sonia might actually be building this on the channel.
Very precise measurements on the back of the box as well. 13.74 centimetres.
That does seem a bit precise. That's quite a nice little set, and I think it'll go nice with the bouquet that she's got.
Yeah.
Although I don't know whether it'll fit in the vase.
It might do. Yeah, next one.
And then we have the Matteo and Z-Blob the robot. This is one of the new Dreams sets that's come out. At first I didn't even know, I'm going to be upfront, I didn't even know the Dreams sets were coming out. And then we went to the Lego store and you had a full wall of them. It's like, well, we should start small. So just have a look at the Dream sets we decided to go.
Yeah, so the Dream sets, they're actually all really colourful. And I think it's going to be, I think they're going to be great for kids, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
But they had some really nice sets. There's actually I know, knowing how much you like pirates and things like that, they actually have it's a shark ship.
There's a shark
and that's actually really quite impressive.
I'm eyeballing it.
You get it? Excellent.
Of course, I thought we'd start small, and this guy decided, let's start with the biggest set. So I ended up having to convince him not to get that one and start with the smaller one. That's what happened on the day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like, well, we might as well if we're going to collect it. So we don't know if we're collecting it.
The Dream sets help the kids enjoying Lego. How my generation was playing with it. You got, for example, the Barracuda base ship, and you break it down and you build them different from your imagination a ship. And these days, Lego don't provide any alternate builds. It's just, it's one build and that's it. And I hope they tickle the inspiration for imagination again. And hey, you can also build crazy stuff. And
well, one of the things is, I'm not sure if it's the same with all the Dream sets, but it's not hugely different. But it does give you alternate builds.
Exactly.
So I'm not sure whether the instructions have both builds or not.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see when we get to that one, if it does actually show you how to build both of them.
Something that I have noticed is that on the box on the top left, it says watch series online. So I presume Lego's done some sort of series on it, because obviously there's at first I thought there was some sort of like Netflix show or something about it, but apparently Lego's solely come up with the idea, so there's nothing on it. So I presume Lego's created the series.
And it does actually say which one will you build, so I presume the instructions are in there for both.
Well, I think,
it's going to be an interesting one, so it's going to be quite good to watch the Dream set on the channel.
And we're now going on to the Minecraft section, which, other than the battle packs, is my personal favourite. So we've got the End Arena, set number 21242, and this is made out of 252 pieces. So it is the smallest Minecraft set that we have got here today, I believe. Yes, just.
It's got a bit mad on Minecraft again.
Yeah, it's only 4. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as it could have been. Now we have the Frozen Peaks, set number 21243, and this is actually made out of 304 pieces, so slightly bigger than the End Arena. So, but I find something quite strange with Minecraft, the Lego, because, for example, you've got a set like this, and then you've got a set like this, but if you turn it to the side, you actually have a thicker side on this box than you have on that box, and that's much, much bigger. So I don't quite understand that. I think that's just a bit strange.
I think they also, because a lot of people order stuff online, they make the boxes fit in the bigger boxes. Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
While making or the box or creations of the box, they keep in mind, well, if we make the shape the size, this size, and then 4 of those boxes fit in one bigger box, and
Yes,
maybe
that makes sense.
work it like that.
Now we have the Deep Dark Battle, set number 21246, and this is made out of 584 pieces. So going up to some of the, maybe not really young kid sets at this point. So, I'd say like 5, 6, probably a good age.
This introduces a huge minifigure called the Warden.
Yes, which is a new boss in Minecraft.
Oh, wow.
So that's quite good. And then we go to the set that was released on the 1st of August that George really wanted.
Yep. Yep, so this is the Iron Golem Fortress, set number 21250, and this is made out of 868 pieces. And I believe this is the only set to have a built Iron Golem in ever, I think.
Because one of the things about this, you can actually have it as a fortress, or you can actually convert the fortress into the golem itself.
Oh, wow, that's great.
So, yeah, so it looks quite interesting.
Yeah.
So
Should be nice.
it looks big.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Size.
Yeah. But,
I always count the Lego bricks in height, right?
Yeah.
So the feet alone are 8, or the legs are 8 bricks high.
Yeah. So this is going to be a big one.
Yeah.
And then the next one is, so this is one that Sonia wants to get. So I'm not sure whether I'm building this or Sonia is yet.
Yeah.
Just leaves me out of it. I'm not even in the question.
No. You build enough sets. It's me or Sonia.
You can do the spell, George.
Well, George can do the second build because we'll probably build both. Because on this set, so this is the Patronus, Expectro Patronus. Then you have the Stag, which is the main build on the front. Or you can actually build the alternate, which is the Wolf.
Oh, wow.
And I think this looks a really nice set. So
amazing, right?
Yeah, so it's one of the few sets we'll take apart.
Yeah.
Because we need to build the alternate.
Yeah. Well, correction that we
you
need.
Bought 2. You can also buy 2, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure Sonia would go for that. But yeah, it's quite a nice looking set. That something a bit different.
Oh, can you stop pushing them my way? I'm running out of room over here.
And then the next one was my choice of one of my choices of the August 1st releases.
Oh, wow.
So we have the Spider-Man Final Battle.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I think this has got some amazing minifigures in it. I think the build of the Statue of Liberty looks really good as well.
I think they've nailed the colouring.
Yeah, I think overall it's great. And I say that you get 3 different Spider-Men and then Doc Ock and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm quite impressed by this. I can't wait to actually build this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was one of my choices.
Yeah.
But there was a few Marvel sets which came out which I really like the look of, but this was the one that stood out for me.
I didn't think Ned was quite good on that.
No,
I think everybody else looks quite nice, but Ned looks awful.
And then the next one was a Sonia choice again. I think it's gonna be a fun build though. Of the Up House.
Up House, yeah.
And I love the
really colorful. They nailed it.
Yeah.
Only the show has a little bit more balloons, but
yes. But I think it's quite a good representation. I think the characters, especially Doug, look amazing in this. So again, I don't know whether this will be a Sonia building it or myself or George building it. But it's a really nice set, and it's good that Sonia's getting interested in the Lego a bit more. There's a few sets that have come out that really sparked her interest.
Yeah.
Now she might disagree with you where you said the word good. That might disagree with you slightly there, but other than that.
But I've got another set. I think it's November or September. It's coming out. Got the Disney with the camera, where it's got the film reel. So that one's on order. That looks really nice. So, yeah.
When's that?
I can't remember September, October, that one. Yeah.
I was about to say, if it's November, you cannot use that as an excuse for a birthday present for me, and then you build it.
And then
Does
the
the
final
camera
set
have
of
a
the hall.
minifigure in it or not?
I don't think there are, no.
Ah, that's a shame because it would be. Oh, how good would it be if there was an exclusive Minnie Mouse figure, right? Black and white.
Yes.
It was.
Yeah.
ah,
No. I like the brickheads they've done recently as well, but it's,
yeah.
But yeah, it's I think that's excellent because I thought the villains one where the videotape and stuff like that was quite nice. But I think the one where it's the camera it looks fantastic. I think it's a great tribute for the 100 years.
Yeah.
And then the last set, this was my choice again, but it's the one we went back for because I was a bit unsure about it, but I think the minifigures are excellent.
Oh, you pulled the trigger.
Oh yes.
Somehow, don't know how.
I say, it doesn't look the best build in terms of the building. I mean, it's quite nice. Yeah, some nice features in it. But I think the minifigures are what really sell this set.
And the best ship, the Y-Wing.
Yeah, it's quite nice, the Y-Wing. It's because we've only got sort of the micro scale and then the UCS set, so it's going to be quite nice of a Y-Wing that sort of sits in between them now.
No, we have a Y-Wing.
Do we?
Upstairs, I think, somewhere.
This micro one, isn't it?
No. Don't think so.
Oh, okay.
It's from Dad's younger years, ancient.
Oh, thanks, George.
You're very welcome.
Still in black and white.
Yeah. Thanks, Xavier. Make me feel old there.
There's probably a reason for that.
Thanks, George. I'm getting picked up now.
So?
Yeah, but I think it's really nice to say. I don't know how easy you can pick up the minifigures in the top corner.
Yeah, they look fantastic.
And they've got
the Wookiee looks good in this set.
Yeah, they've only got 2 medals though. I thought they'd done medals for all of them.
Oh,
but looks like there's only got one for Han and Luke.
Oh wow!
But yeah, I think it actually looks quite a fun set. It's better than I thought it would look, to be honest. So I'm actually quite looking forward to the build. But yeah, the minifigures are definitely the main draw for this set.
Yeah.
But and that's you've got just those.
Right, there's a couple of little things. So you've got the 90 Years of Cars polybag. I cannot remember where we got this.
We were given it because they didn't have the set we were looking for.
Right, yes, we were given this because Dad wanted the Ninjago City Gardens, and they didn't have that. They thought he meant the new one, so they ended up giving us this. So it's a nice little polybag.
Yeah, so I wanted the City Gardens rather than the Marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
But they've only got the Marketplace in the stores.
And as well as that, they decided to give us, I'm just hold these up in order, some minifigures. So,
Kai, the red one.
Yes, so there's Kai, you can see he's not a Ninjago fan. So we've got Kai.
Who's next? Lloyd. I know Lloyd.
Lloyd. Quite nice detailing on them.
Yeah.
Nia. And then one that I didn't recognize, which was quite surprising, was Sora.
Oh, yeah. But that's all from the new show, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know it because I watched with my my oldest son.
Yeah, George used to watch them all the time, but it's sort of on to other things.
Well, I'm sort of busy. A lot.
Yeah, playing games.
Still means I'm busy.
But yeah, it's quite nice because they didn't have the Ninjago set we were looking for. They actually had a drawer full of Ninjago figures. So they sorted these 4 out for us.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so it was nice for them to do that because I say that they didn't need to.
Yeah.
But so I think that's all the sets now. So we're back on with this build, otherwise we still won't finish it.
Yeah.
I only got the newest. What was it? The ship for the set, El Dorado Fortress.
Oh, that's nice.
Blimey.
I really like that.
It is great. Wait! I can. If I don't break it, don't do it live, all right?
Yeah, please don't drop it.
Don't do it, Dad.
Ta-da!
Oh wow, that's quite big actually.
It is.
I like that.
That's
I
cool.
already have a lot of extra minifigures, pirates on it. Oh, there goes Thrasher. My Thrasher. So yeah, I really like this set. And I just watched another YouTuber who had 2 of these already. I was like, what?
That's fantastic. I really like that.
Yeah.
Right, I've got to figure out how to get this back to how it was there. It's not. There we go. I can't find the right camera setting for it.
Oh.
An adult trying to figure out nowadays technology. Classic.
Thanks, George.
You're welcome.
So you can tell we're not very organised. I don't even know what page we're supposed to be on. In fact, you can find out. I'll let George do it. I know we're on bag 7. I've got no idea.
Thank you for that.
Hi, George says I'm getting old and no good with technology anymore. Yes. Right.
Doesn't seem you're good with the normal book either. Well, looks of it. Wait, you couldn't even find the page.
So we're trying something a bit different today. So we actually moved the build camera so a bit behind us, so that when we're building this side, you can actually see what we're doing rather than just behind something. So, but yeah, I think we're just doing the 3 wings as the next ones. So I'm going to move this out of the way because I presume we don't need it for the moment. You found it yet?
No, I skipped it.
See, and he said he was good at this.
I said I was good at technology.
You can now also build with the app, right?
Yeah, so I always forget about the app because I remember we were building a set. I can't remember which one it was now. And book 1 wasn't on the website. So we ended up just building both at the same time. And then on the app it was there and I forgot to have a look for it.
Oh, I can't find it. It doesn't seem
Wasn't that the black box from Batman?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
it
Jones
was.
is to build the
Yes.
car. How on earth do you know all these things?
You're too good, Xavier. You know our channel better than we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a good
Before I
look.
go on, I watch all the shows again. Eh? Oh, dear.
But we might have to change what we're showing tomorrow again. Because I don't know if you noticed, but every week we say we're going to do the review on the Ninjago City.
Yeah.
And
And
every
so
week it seems to get put back because we just don't get a chance to do it. So it's all in pieces at the minute, trying to clean it up because it's been on top of a shelf for a few years. I think it's 6 years it was released, so it's been up there for 6 years. And I also need to figure out an intro for Ninjago, which I haven't even looked at yet. So I think George might be putting a Minecraft set out this week instead.
Yeah, probably. Probably one of the one you've seen today.
Yeah. But I will get a Ninjago intro done so we can do the review on that because I want to get the City Gardens as well.
Do what you like what you do. Always what I say.
But yeah, I think it's been 4 times we've delayed it so far, so I can't delay it for too much longer.
I just went from bag 8 to bag 6. Well, I know it's not that far back. I know it's this way somewhere. This is a pain. I blame you for not sorting this out earlier.
It's always my fault.
You admitted that you didn't do it.
Yeah, but you could have done it.
I was busy with others. Oh, thank goodness. There we go. I've been on this page and I had the book like that going through the pages. Because I thought it would be like a full page like they usually do for the bag. But no, they've got it in the corner. Oh. Anyway, let's just build this.
Yeah.
After all that anger and confusion.
Right, should we put these?
And the Lego gods have served us right because I get a start after you just slung it over to my side and told me to do it.
See how hard he is to work with.
What do you mean how hard I am?
Well, what do they say? Don't work with animals or kids, yeah?
Well, at parkrun, when you're under 11, you was up. Well, I'm 12 now, but when I wasn't, no, I was never 11, was I? Was I 11 during?
Yeah, when the first couple
The first couple we did, they said you'll need to be within arm's reach, a responsible adult. And the first thing I said afterwards was if I could find one.
It's not nice, is it?
It's witty.
But yeah, I've got my 10K in about 7 weeks now.
Whoa!
Are you going to wear some like flashing lights or something so that we can see you going down the finish line?
I'm sure you'll be able to see me go down the finish line. I'll be taller than everyone else.
Not necessarily. What if Ross goes?
Yeah. But I'm struggling at the minute. I think I've got shin splints.
You got what?
Shin splints, so where you get really bad pain down the front of your shins. Those where the muscle sort of detaches from the bone slightly.
Oh,
it's fairly common, but it's painful.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I can get over that because I've only got 7 weeks left.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Heart right there. I can't tell you.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Say training was going quite well.
Yeah.
So I've done.
Oh, that's excellent.
So I've done a few 10K. Well, I've done 3 10K walks so far. And I say I'm enjoying it. And today was a special day for the park runs that we do as well.
Yeah, and I do have a cold, by the way, Matt. Yeah, you got a little bit of a cold. You didn't even notice, did you?
No.
So zoned out right here. Looking like sees the pieces on the table.
Hi, Matt. Yeah, so it's Southend's 500th park run today. So
it was supposed to be all right. It was a smart dress. So Dad went in a button shirt and a bow tie, and I went in a button shirt, a tie, and a waistcoat. And we thought, it's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be a nice walk in the morning. And then it started raining.
It's been horrible today.
Been absolutely terrible all day. So I ended up going in a jacket through it, and then because we went to McDonald's afterwards, ended up before we left coming home and drying ourselves off, didn't we? Because we're like, we don't want to ruin the car. So it was terrible.
But it was a really good day. There's loads of people in sort of bow ties and shirts, some people in full tuxedos with running shorts.
Right.
So then you had a guy dressed as a woman with a wig and a dress.
Oh, that's funny, right?
Yeah, it won't be a fun run if someone didn't do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it was a fantastic day though. It's I can't believe there's been 500 of them so far.
We haven't been to 500 of them, just to let you know.
Well, thank you, Matt, for you both joining us. I appreciate the fact you come and watch us. It's been a while. So just to remind you, because it's been such a long time, we're in the process of building the X-Wing. So I think we started this on about the 5th of May. So it's been a long time coming. So the plan is to try and finish it today.
Yeah. That's a little bit of builder's blindness. Right?
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was looking for.
Because we're a bit stuck as well, because we started redoing carried on with the UCS set reviews. And this is the next one we need to do. So we've got another couple of sets after this, I think.
Yeah, no one.
You're just the one?
Yeah, you got the 2000.
The Walker.
Is it 2003?
No, not 2003. It wasn't that old. 2006, I think.
2006. It's something like that. 2000.
Yeah, the ATST.
Yeah, the UCS ATST. So that should be good.
A lot of grey on that set.
Oh yeah. So that's why we will not be building it on the channel, because we're not even going to attempt with the grey. See, this is bearable because the inside's quite coloured.
No, but I've already built it, to be honest. It's
bragging.
What was that, sorry?
There's a lot of white on a white table.
Yeah.
Luckily, this is slightly a different tone.
Yeah, it used to be whiter than it is.
Oh yeah. It was awful for the Batman because obviously this is just cloth. So under it is a a dark black table, and it was the exact same color as the black brick that
I can
Lego
remember
uses,
that.
and that was
Batmobile. Where?
that had to be like one of the longest builds for how big it was. It had to have been.
Well, I think the worst one was when I got the 1989.
Yeah, you did. Okay. Sorry.
You've
Sorry.
what?
Sorry, I was just thinking about something.
Yeah, because when I got the 1989 Batmobile, it was built when I bought it. So I decided to sort of reverse, take it apart, to put everything in the bag so I could build it again.
Mm-hmm.
And that took me about 3 days to do.
It took him the same amount of time to build a computer as it took to take apart a Lego set.
But it was, I think it was 32 bags.
Yeah.
Might have been 36 bags.
Something like that.
It came in. It was a ridiculous amount. And that was back when we had just the black table without anything on it. So
Yeah, I don't think they can actually see it. No, you can't quite see our Batman section. It's just behind, it's with the picture that's behind us. It's just above the picture. Above the floating Tansifor. Definitely floating. Yeah, there's no chain there. There's no chain.
yeah, so there were some nice new release sets. I was very. If we had more space and I had more money, I'd have definitely got them. Because I really liked it when we did the motorbike. I don't know, just about see that behind George.
I don't think those two things were your only two problems.
You mean Mum?
Yeah. That was a little bit more daunting than the other two, I think.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I was a little bit afraid when we brought these ones that we got home that day.
Yeah. No, they brought out a new Yamaha motorbike, and that looks really, really nice.
I still want the Chevrolet.
The red one.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know if any of you have ever watched the series Shield. It's the main character, Phil Coulson. It's his car, and it looks lovely. So.
Yeah, the new Corvette. That is nice.
The Corvette, there you go. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just, as always, there's just too many good sets.
So I think that's where they try to lure you in. They won't tell you about everything. And then you get there on the day and it's like, well, I was told I can't get any of the stuff that we know about. I think that's why they're trying to get around it.
And then next month, there's a must buy if you're a Harry Potter fan. You got the Gringotts Bank coming out.
Yeah.
And I think that looks fantastic.
That set looks fantastic.
One thing that does look a bit strange, though.
You can.
Go.
It has two sides, right? You have the upper deck and you have the lower deck.
Yeah.
And I thought it was like the upper deck goes straight above or around the basement part, but you can just remove it.
Yeah. And it's a little bit strange because the bit I don't understand is if you look at the pictures on the websites, they actually put it in the middle of the Diagon Alley set.
Oh yeah, here we go.
But so you put the top part of it. So where does the bottom part go?
What you need is a wooden table where you can cut out a block, so that you can put the rest of it on top and have that underneath with like lights. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And then just build like caves and more railway around it. That'd be cool. We probably use that like biggest Minecraft set for it actually.
Because I like the idea of it.
You're
So
supposed to put it on them all.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why it shows it on your page.
Okay.
I think Dragon looks cool.
It does. I've been really impressed with the Harry Potter set because the other one I really like is the sort of the micro scale Hogwarts.
Mm-hmm.
That looks really nice and not a bad price actually, considering the size of it. So yeah, I'd like to get that one. I don't know whether we'll be able to get that one or not because, of course, after the month after that is going to be the last sort of big purchase for this year, which will be the Venator.
Mm-hmm.
So really looking forward to the UCS Venator. Not sure Sonia is, but
this year, well, last year.
Have you finished with it?
Yeah, last year mainly, I got really into the Clone Wars era, and I looked at the Venator, and it's like but this was the old one that came out, and it's like, this is lovely. If you make a Clone Wars army, you've got to have one of these, right? So I thought this year, I might ask for it for my birthday, the old one, and then I think it was like the week after I decided that it came out that there was a UCS one. It's like perfect timing. But when's the UCS one coming out?
First start of November, I think.
That is perfect, considering my birthday's in the middle of November.
I think it's a bit expensive for a birthday present.
What about the Lion Nuts Castle?
It's more expensive than Lion Nuts Castle.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't know that.
Quite a bit more expensive than Lion Nuts Castle.
What was the price then?
I think it's going to be £570.
Can you do my bit? I forgot to announce something, and I need a bunch of euros.
So in euros, it's what, 640 maybe?
Ooh,
Yeah. Not a cheap set.
a bit heavy, yeah.
And I'm not quite sure how many pieces it is either. But I think it'd be an absolutely fantastic set. And as I say, because of my obsession with UCS sets, it's one that we sort of have to get. And I admit it's an obsession.
Price like that, it should be around 6,000 pieces.
Yeah, I think it might have been 6,500. No, it's about 5,600, I think.
Oh wow!
It tends to be, they add that extra £100 on to being a Star Wars set compared to what you'd expect to pay for a
Star Wars.
For a non-Star Wars.
Now, there is a reason that I have brought this on, and it is because this will be the set that will be used for the second ever George's Game & Guide giveaway. We decided this, so we're going to keep one, build one.
Did we?
Yes, we decided this when we got it.
I can't remember talking about this.
We said it would be a good giveaway.
Okay, but we have to look at postage because
That's true.
Depending on where it goes, postage is very expensive.
So depending on where it goes, this is going to be the set for the George's Game & Guide giveaway.
No, I think he has. I can't remember talking about this.
Yes,
so maybe...
we've talked about this.
Yeah,
we've talked about it in this house. I said, "Oh, it'd be a great set for a giveaway because we got 3."
Talk about.
Well, maybe you did say that, but maybe I didn't agree to it.
You did agree. You said it would be good.
Sorry about this argument.
Talking about the shipping cost, I'm just in the middle of this Bricklink shop setting up.
Yes.
So
how's that going?
I've got green light from the Bricklink itself. So,
excellent.
I just opened the shop. No orders yet because hardly anything in it, but it's cool. But I'm configuring the shipping costs. And I was amazed, right? Because over here in the Netherlands, just shipping the cheapest method would be with a letterbox, and then you're about €4 away. But if you go for international, for instance, for a letterbox to USA, I believe it was about €24.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that's heavy, right? And then especially if you go up in scale in the weight.
Oh yeah,
it goes up to €170.
Oh wow!
For the line, man.
That's ridiculous.
And you don't have the insurance yet, right? So if you want to insurance your package, you have to pay an extra €5.
Blimey.
You sending gold Lego over or something?
Yeah.
That's one of the issues with was coming out of going through Brexit. It's definitely affected stores like Brickhouse, where the shipping used to be very reasonable from the rest of the EU.
Yeah.
But when I've looked at it now, I'll have to stick to the UK stores because it just gets ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
Exactly, because you don't qualify for an European country anymore.
No.
You're out of but you're across the pond.
It's an expensive pond as well.
It's more expensive to ship to the UK than to Ukraine.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Can someone explain it?
And the thing is, it must have affected so many small businesses because people just from the UK just stopped ordering from EU companies. It's not good.
You finished yet?
No.
Oh, right after I said that, he was about to just give it to me, and then he realised, you know what? Oh wait, I've missed a piece.
I missed a piece.
George,
Yes.
where's the sticker sheet?
It's very interesting, this Bricklink, because I was going through my old pile of bricks and uploading parts, and then I came across bricks, and I think like, oh well, maybe they're worth something, right? No, 2 cents, 3 cents, that's it. and you keep uploading, and you came across yellow hands from the Maxi figures. I think 90 maybe remember those. And those yellow hands, one each is around 50 cents. So I was like, oh, that's expensive for just a little stuff from 1 by 1.
Yeah.
You know, and you keep coming across bricks like that, and that fascinates me. That's something I really like, and I had a pirate poly bag. There was also a gift with purchase. I still had it sealed, and if you want to sell the poly bag in in one hole, in one go, it's around 10 euros, 10 euros. Huh? But if I just sell every piece different with Bricklink, it's going up to 25 euros.
Oh wow!
So I was like, yeah, open up the poly bag. There we go.
Yeah. So how many pieces do you think you've got on there now then?
At the moment I have about 800 pieces and what was it? 300 different lots.
Yeah.
So 300 different pieces in a total of 700 pieces.
Yeah.
At the moment, and but also got some in the stock room, ready for when the price is right. I can upload them directly, so you don't have to go back, upload them again. Now you can save them, and then when you want, you can just say, "Hey, it's for sale now." So
okay,
that's also pretty good. Yeah, it's a total new way of looking at Lego.
Excellent.
That's good. Have you made any sales yet?
No. It's very, very little. If you know, big boys have about 1 million pieces, right, for sale.
Yeah.
And they have maybe 5 orders every day.
Yeah.
So my shop has 700 pieces now. Well, I'm thinking about uploading the old bricks first, because I think, for instance, if I look to me, right, I go to Bricklink because I need a piece you can't order anymore from Lego.
Yeah.
And then I just fill up the cart and make up the shipping cost. So I think I have to go that way first, and then make some orders and grow bigger over time. But it's for the long run, right? And don't expect to be quick rich. No.
No, it's good though. And you have to start somewhere, so it's great to actually have that store out there now. And like I say, over time you just build it up and build that portfolio of different pieces.
Yeah.
She's like one of all my other faults as well. I'm a bit of a hoarder.
Yeah.
So I'd really struggle to do a store because I won't want to get rid of anything.
I know
You
what
don't
you feel.
say.
I also have trouble of uploading those parts. But when you think about it, right? It was Fabuland parts and stuff like that. I haven't touched them for 30 years.
Yeah.
I tried it with my kids. They didn't like it. They didn't play with it. So back in baggies again, and it was just collecting dust. So
Yeah.
no, I'm okay with it selling those parts. I won't ever sell any pirate
No.
set or castle set, but I have a lot of spare castle parts somehow. So I'm thinking about putting them on the Bricklink side.
Yeah.
Then again, some people sell them really cheap. Some people ask crazy prices, but I'll be somewhere in the middle, right? So if somebody buys it and then I'm like, well, okay, I got a good deal out of it, and then make someone else happy with it.
Yeah, because we've got so many pieces in the, I think, was it 4 or 5 contain draw units now, full of pieces.
Yeah.
And like I say, there's so many in there that we'd never use, but I just find it so hard to get rid of.
Yeah,
I thought that's why we're putting them in there, to be honest, to get rid of them at some point. But
No.
well, I know that some of them are there for spares, but you don't need loads and loads of them.
Yeah. Just how I am, unfortunately.
well, I think it's also helping. I sold a few sealed sets last year because there's also a way to help your hobby, your collection to grow, right?
Yes.
You buy sets you like, and you buy multiples of them, and then when you get out of stock, you offer them for sale and make some money again.
Yeah.
And you buy your set you want. But so when selling those first boxes, it was like, it's Lego. I don't want to sell Lego.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that.
And then my wife said, but you have 4 of those boxes here. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, we've, I do like to keep an eye on the sort of what value the sets we've got are. But yeah, I don't know if I could ever get to that point of selling one.
I mean, we've kept a few. So, for example, like the 332nd clone trooper backpacks, we're keeping 2 of them. I think we're keeping 2 of them, and then we've got a couple of the 501st battle packs. So we're keeping the stuff that obviously when it retires it'll skyrocket. We're keeping that back. But it's just a matter of it's luck, really, isn't it? How popular something gets.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
So I'd love to sort of get a portfolio of old sets, of different sets that we can keep, but I just want to build everything. Can't help it.
Yeah, but it's Lego. It's where Lego is built for, right? To build it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just say when you see these people have got rooms and rooms of just box sets and not actually built anything, I know it's a good investment, but for me, it's not what it's for.
No. I also know a couple of guys who just collect the Lego set in box because they don't have the room anymore to display it, right? So this guy just buys all the Indiana Jones sets. He says, "Oh, I love it. Oh, they look so great, but I won't ever build them. I don't have the space." I'm like, okay.
I'll say I don't have the space, but we build them.
My answer would be, Give it to me then if you don't have the space.
Yeah. Just build it. Put it back in the back or whatever. It's just yeah.
Yeah. No, I say because we've put quite a few sets upstairs now, so they're still on display, just not in here anymore.
Hmm.
I'm just really looking
at
at rotation
system?
What's that, sorry?
Do you guys use a rotation system? So you display a piece in your living room, and then after a while you just
it tends to, once it goes upstairs, it doesn't tend to come back downstairs. We've had a couple sets that have.
Yeah.
But we tend to just fill downstairs with newer stuff.
Yeah.
So we just
because I need to change what's behind us actually.
See, I like the Diagon Alley.
No, not the Diagon Alley, but some of the other stuff. It's like the Baby Yoda's pretty old now, and the bike isn't new. So I'll probably change it for some of these. Obviously not this, but some of the new ones we're getting, I'll probably change it for them. I mean, we pretty much nobody ever sees the stuff at the back anyway, as we both say, but
yeah, I need to figure out where this X-Wing is going to go. Because I have no idea. And definitely no idea where the Venator will go. I'd like to put it with the rest of the UCS sets, but it means so I've got some 3D printing things there, and they'll have to all go to make room for the Lego.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll need to get back into my 3D printing. I've actually just got a new printer, and I haven't printed anything for about 2.5 years, so I need to start printing it to justify buying the new one.
Yeah.
You're right there, George.
no, this is confusing me because I had something come loose, right? And now there's just that little gap, and I can't figure it out.
Yeah, it should go straight through.
Yeah, no, but there's just that little gap in those bits.
Oh, no, it's just there is a little gap there because it's.
I thought it was loose. That was like tripping me out. I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, I've got a new resin printer. So I've had it nearly 2 weeks already, and the box isn't opened yet.
Well,
but I seriously need to get back into my printing.
And what do you print then?
Well, all the stuff I've printed recently is practical things. But I want to get back into doing the fun stuff. So
he's done a Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
That was quite good, actually. It's good. That was his first real paint job, I think. And it's all right. It's good.
But I was printing a Titan.
Oh, yeah.
For Warhammer, and I started that 3 years ago. And to be honest, it needs restarting. So I'm hoping that's where the new print will come in, because it uses a fast resin. So supposedly 3 times quicker.
You had 2 steps.
So it's about 3 times quicker than the old one. In fact, it might be 3.5 times quicker. So it'll be quite handy. But you need a special resin, so I've got a few litres of that. But I'll just need to get back to it.
Is where our first problem's going to come.
What's that?
Now, being the big brain...
Shouldn't that be that way, Andrew?
I have no idea. But being the... let me rephrase it. Being the self-proclaimed big brains that we are, we have...
Who's ever proclaimed I'm a big brain?
That's true. But
thanks, George.
You insulted yourself.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to agree.
We never told you that. But anyway, we have one way or another forgotten the sticker sheet, so that will be done at a later date, probably.
So, any idea what we've done with it?
The sticker sheet of the set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we were so busy with everything else tonight that completely missed our minds. I don't know whether missed is the right word.
It's around somewhere. I'm just not sure where at the minute.
Thank you for definitioning the word lost. Thank you.
That's all right.
No, it's not lost. It's somewhere, but you've got it.
Yeah. I thought that's perfectly right.
It's one of these moments where we don't know where it is, but we haven't lost it. It's that kind of thing, isn't it?
I actually thought it was in here, but
It would have been in number 7, wouldn't it?
Well, no, I thought it was just shoved in the front of it. In fact, I'm going to let George carry on.
Letting the pro builder here. Oh no!
What?
Well, that's a problem.
What?
Never mind, on that page. I need them all. This isn't going to be very good. Can I have a little bit of help?
No.
Just a little bit.
No.
This might not go any further.
Why?
Because I got attached to the wing. And I can't compute how to do that. Well, I know how to do it, but I can't do eye to hand. What's it called?
Hand-eye coordination.
Hand-eye coordination. There you go.
Right, let me try. Standing behind the camera and trying to do this doesn't really help.
At least I had an excuse that I couldn't do it first try. Or any try, to be fair, but didn't try. But...
Sorry about doing this the wrong side of the camera.
There, the X-Wing.
We're getting there. We've only got 2 wings left.
It's not bad. 1 win is in 1 hour.
Yeah. It's been an hour. Oh my goodness.
Already,
We
yeah.
had to talk about the other section.
That's true. We did talk about the hall. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm a bit worried that it's not where I thought it'd be.
that's why it's lost. You're again defying the word lost.
No, but I didn't think it was actually lost. I thought it was just not,
Oh, okay. Found.
not with the rest of it.
Oh. Well, other than that, we're getting there. We're getting through the model. Now I'm just going to push it back again. Oh, it's hitting the mount. Just trying to make sure it doesn't break anything. That's the bag 9. These are the bag 8. Oh, we're getting through it at least.
Good Jurassic Park sticker.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the Jurassic Park stickers will work for this model, but we can give it a go if you want. Get stuck on or something, can't get them off.
Rebuying stickers can be not cheap. So.
Yeah. Well, if you go through the Lego itself, they're actually quite good with it.
Yeah.
Because Dad explained what happened when he dropped the Jurassic Park gates, and that we lost one of the pieces that had a sticker on it, and they sent us the whole sticker sheet for free.
Well, that's really nice.
And it was a retired set, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a retired set as well. So they could have made us pay a reasonable amount for that, but they just gave it to us for free. So that's quite good. But the customer service at Lego is generally quite good.
Yeah.
You on the lookout for any new sets, or are you leaving it for now?
Yeah, I'm on the lookout for the new set coming up from the Bricklink designer program. Apparently, it's an old style locomotive train,
Right.
from the what was it, Express? It was a train that goes from Turkey to Asia.
Yeah.
Style. And the looks of the guy who thought about it and built it. If they just keep those looks, it will be an amazing set.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's on scale, so it's compatible on the Lego track. Then it's a buy for me. But if it's too big, right, like the Harry Potter Express, we'll buy it.
Oh yeah, because I suppose if they've got to make their minds up whether they declare it a collector set or a playable set. So
yeah,
I guess we'll see.
And there's an upcoming new castle, also from the Bricklink, and it's a castle in a winter setting. So
Right.
that looks also pretty cool. So
I thought the Disney castle looked quite nice.
yeah, but it's it's not my style.
Right. We saw
And
it at the Leicester Square Lego store, but
yeah,
because on the site the gold, it looks like it works really well with, but when you have a look at it with it sat right in front of you, like so it's not on the screen, it's it seems like they've almost enhanced the color on the website a little bit. So the color is different when you look at it visually. So
all right.
I guess it's because we thought about it and then we saw it in the Lego store and then we just decided probably not because the color was, it wasn't like a ridiculous amount, but it almost, because it looks gold in the picture and it almost went to like a bronzy gold.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like, it's not the kind of thing we're looking for. So but yeah, I think I've never actually seen Lego do that before. So
yeah, I've just discovered that there's also a set with a golden treasure chest in it.
right.
Pearl gold, all the chests I know is brown, light brown, dark
Yeah.
brown. This is gold chest, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. A gold chest, right, for my pirates.
Yeah.
But it's I thought it was in the set from what was it called? A deep sea diver.
Yeah.
I thought it was that set. So I'm like, well, I'm not gonna buy a whole set for one piece, right? It would be a bit crazy. So I'm like, maybe I can order just the gold check from Bricklink or Lego. Can you find the sticker sheet now or not?
Fun.
Can you find the sticker sheet now or is it still lost?
Yeah, I cannot find one of the pieces. It's that one. I don't know. Actually, no, it's not. I want to see if your eagle eyes can see it's that one there.
Well, a bit closer, please.
Oh.
More in camera. Is it a wedge, please? Yeah.
Yeah, the grey one.
A 2x2 wedge gray. All right. I'll use my eagle eyes vision.
No, can't find
Probably underneath something.
Yeah.
So the sticker sheet is eluding me at the moment.
So is this P.
What are you looking for?
That one. Me and Xavier can't. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
There it is.
That's too big. Oh, it's that one. It's that was next to it. Of course it was next to it. Why wouldn't it be next to it? Oh. one of those things. What are you doing?
Just make sure it's not stuck in between a couple of pages. No, so no idea what I've done with the sticker sheet, so I'll be searching for that later on.
Oh, there goes your nights.
Oh yeah.
The whole night in bed. Oh, where is the sticker sheet?
Yeah. I don't know where it's gone because all the pieces and the manual and everything has been on the table since we last did the live stream. So I'm a bit confused. So I'm going to have to find all the instruction books that were moved upstairs in the meantime, just to make sure it's not stuck in one of them.
Just to clarify, you just said that you're going to have to find all of the stuff that you've put upstairs, right? Oh, I shouldn't have said anything and just left it.
Don't worry, it wouldn't have got left that way.
Oh, no, but you'd have already said it. You'd have said it.
I was in the Lego store when I was buying the Lego Eldorado Fortress, and I was walking around, and they had the 8080 displayed, the UCS.
Yeah.
Right.
Monstrous.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, the thing is huge, motherfucker. Oh, sorry. It's huge, right? And they had also kind of little sets beneath feet built, and yeah, it was really looking nice. So the lady came up to me. You want to buy the UCS set? I was like, no.
The thing is, when they did the repricing last year and put the prices up, it's an expensive set anyway.
Yeah.
And then to put it up by £100, I think it was a little bit crazy.
700 euros, right? I was like,
yeah. Yes, don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic set. I just don't know how they can justify that price.
Yeah.
And it's the same with the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. I was so close to picking that up. We went into the Blue Water store and they got one on the shelf. It's the first time I've actually seen the box for it. It's like, I don't know where it'd go. I say it doesn't really go with the rest of the sets we've got.
Yeah.
But it just looked fantastic. And I say the box there was a single box on the whole shelf on its own, and it filled the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge.
It's huge. Yeah.
But we struggle to put everything on display anyway. I mean, the size of that is just.
That would
You have
be
to make the decisions right.
You'd have to go in the porch.
all the kitchen tables. There's a skylight in the kitchen that's where the ceiling is. It goes up, so you'd have to put it like in the center of the kitchen table. Completely disrupt everything else. So just put it in the center.
Sonia wasn't very keen on that idea.
Not sure why, but we could complain about the flowers, but we wouldn't get a say in that, would we?
No. But no, it was one of those. It's like if I hadn't seen it on the shelf, I probably wouldn't even contemplate buying it. But the fact I was there and it was on the shelf, it's like
it's staring at you, isn't it?
Oh, the fact I couldn't afford it in the first place.
It's one of those things where you see like a cute puppy or something, and they'll be sat there staring at you. Be one of those in a pet store. Be one of those things, or a hamster for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't buy. I hope they keep the price for the train normal price.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when it's not based on a TV show, it's definitely more reasonable.
Oh yeah. When it's not based on Star Wars, it's more reasonable.
I say Star Wars it is very, very good. It's just very, very expensive.
I think 2 words makes it the price skyrocket. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. But if I'm one of these mad people that Star Wars, I need to get it.
I can second that.
They got me hook, line, and sinker.
Yep. What have I done wrong here?
I don't know. What have you done wrong there?
I missed.
And if you like it, there you go. I'm hiding it behind the cameras. Behind the X-Wing. I'm actually trying to build, based on the other one we've done, starting to build the actual.
Were you about to say if you're that keen-eyed?
Yes.
And you're hiding it?
And then I realised I was hiding it.
So this is what I've got to deal with every day.
Thanks, George.
You said that to me earlier, so it's only fair.
But it's true with you.
I have to do all the missions in his games, do all the parkour on Jedi Survivor, a Star Wars game. You're supposed to be a mega Star Wars fan, and you can't even do a few jumps. Your skills aren't up to scratch. And you always say that you're a true Jedi. It's like, oh.
He's getting cheeky in his old age, and he's over here.
I'll take that as a compliment. Only because you said old.
Yeah, no good.
He's cheeky, but in the meanwhile, he's using 1 hour for something. So.
Yeah. It's a big smile.
Yep. And what's wrong with being old?
You don't want to get old too quickly, George.
Why? Do you have experience?
It's not fun.
Do you have experience
Well,
in that?
I'm getting older. I have aches and
How
pains.
come I can't call you old, but you can call yourself old?
That's my prerogative.
I still don't think that's fair. I think if Dad can call himself old, I can call him old.
No.
Maybe I won't allow you to call me young.
I'm your parent. I'll call you whatever I want.
I'm your son. I can call you what I want.
No.
Other than your first name or your last name.
So the other
Other
day,
than that, or your
the
middle
other
name.
day was working in a shop, and customers don't really know how old I am, right? And especially ladies try to guess my age. And when they ask, "How old are you?" I always reply, "I'm 17." And then they giggle. But the other day I was working, right, and again they were contemplating about my age, and all of a sudden the girl who was helping the customer replied, "Well, how old do you think he is?" And people started guessing, 30, 20, 24, 28. And I was like, okay. And then a woman says, "No, he has gray hair in his beard. He must be older." And I'm like, "What?" Oh, no.
Comes back next day, fully painted beard.
Yeah.
Well, so you got a long ways to go to this sort of grey beard.
Oh, yeah. Well, I won't.
Or white beard more, I think.
I won't bother. I really don't bother. And I think it's funny.
Do you know what your beard reminds me of?
What's that?
Your dad. Is it got the same white beard?
They used to.
I mean, his is a little bit more fluffy, if I can describe it that way. I don't know whether I should describe a beard as fluffy, but...
No, I remember quite a few years ago at work, there was a couple of people in there that were good 10, 12 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people's guesses were I was the oldest one in the office.
Because they look so young, right?
Yeah, I wish. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. So do I really look that bad?
No.
It's not bad. It's just...
I think size also helps, right?
Yeah.
You're tall.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm supposed to be taller than him, and he's made fun of my height his whole life, pretty much. So I cannot wait to when I get, because he's 6'6". Even if I hit like 6'7" and stop, I'm still gonna make fun of his height every day, and I cannot wait for it.
All I did was call him Shorty. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
You've done that for almost 13 years.
How would you know from out the first 5, George?
Because no doubt you did. Knowing you probably did make fun of my height. Yeah. Okay.
Yelling in the crib, "Hey, Shorty."
Yep. It's got to be done.
I bet he's going to complain in the future when I call him short.
Yeah. When you're driving him in the wheelbarrow, right? "Hey, Shorty."
Oh, I reverse brick. So the build, it's got a little bit slow at the minute. So we've done the second wing on it now. So it's starting to look a bit like an X-Wing. So I think the top wings are slightly easier. There seems to be less bags for the top wings. One issue we do have for tonight, though, is I can't find what I've done with the sticker sheet. So there's a few stickers that I'm going to have to come back and do afterwards. But I think overall the build is looking fantastic at the minute.
And I'd like to point out that it is correct that Dad said that he has forgotten the sticker sheet, because I did not.
Well, it was on the table somewhere, so it's been moved, and I don't know who's moved it.
Well, we probably do know who's moved it.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's saying.
That's quite obvious, yeah.
Yeah, it does actually. It does look like a little bit of an E-wing. I've got this
Right.
like heart on my screen, so on the messages that are quite long, I had to keep like pushing the screen up so it went above it. But of course, before you get to it going the whole way up, you can only go like that far. So
Yeah.
I was a little bit stuck, but should be right.
But yeah, so I'm loving this. I mean, one bit that you missed at the start of the stream, we're actually looking at some of the new sets that we picked up, including some of the new August release sets. So we have got the Yavin 4 to build at some point, which I say I'm not. It's growing on me a bit. I don't think the building was excellent, but it's. Have you done this one?
Yes, because
Yep.
you were going on and on. So.
Okay. So I don't think the building looks excellent. It's an okay build, but I think the minifigures look spectacular. So looking forward to building that. And George has got some of the battle packs, and a couple of Minecraft sets that have just come out as well, and then one of the new Dream sets. So the new line of Dream builds. Let's do it on that.
Which is a completely original Lego release, actually.
Yeah.
Which I think is quite interesting.
So yeah, looking forward to doing some of the new stuff.
Because we were so confused at first. We went to the Lego store. We had no idea the stream stuff was coming out. So we just sort of walked in and all the employees had this shirt on that said Dreams. It was like, hold on. Something's not right.
Yeah, put your bits on.
I can read it off there, can't I? It's nice to have a Pilot Luke figure with dual molded legs. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. It's yeah. I think this set. That's how we've been taking 4 months to build it, but I'm really looking forward to getting this on display. I'd like to, when we finish, or before we finish the stream, I'll bring on the old UCS X-Wing as well, the second UCS, because it's the third one now, to compare the two to see what the differences are.
I'm not sure which one's going to look better.
I don't know.
I think the old one will look a little bit more nostalgic.
Yeah. I think both of them will look fantastic next to each other, to be honest. It'd be nice to display them next to each other. Thank you. Yes.
I'll be back in a second.
Oh, where have you got to?
Last one. It's like I'm flopping it. So
Okay.
get tissue.
Yeah, I think it'd be quite nice to see the comparison. And I say that one of the things I didn't like about the old GCS set was the stickers that were in it. Because I don't know why, but the stickers they used in that one, they seemed a very inferior quality. And to get the cockpit on to be perfectly straight, because I hate a sticker that's not perfectly straight. I tried to remove it again and replace it, and it just literally left glue all over the place. And it was horrible. But I think even the instruction booklet that came with the old GCS set, it was very poor quality. It was almost like tracing paper in parts, and it was disappointing for a UCS set.
Yeah.
I think this one overall the quality has been a lot better. I love the fact that the canopy is printed. I think that's a huge plus for this one. It's and there weren't that many stickers, which I'll show you if I can actually find the sticker sheet. I will finish stickering off, and say there will be a complete review of the set when we've sticking it up. So hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll do the next one in the UCS, which I think is number 17.
I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure we've got 18 UCS sets. I've got this one and the ATST
So this
to
will be
review
number
still.
17.
I think this is number 17. I think. Right, Honey Badger, good to see you. Hope you keep well. Says you seem to be getting through lots and lots of printers at the minute. I'm a bit jealous. Although I do need to start printing again. I've loved loads of printers, but I don't use them enough.
Yeah, I think they take away, because it's like obviously a massive grey circle, it does take away from the wing a bit, I think.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from with that. But when you look at the actual pictures of the X-Wing, it's the old GCS set, they're too small. I think Yeah, I agree they're a little bit too big on this one, but I think they're actually more realistic size to what the actual the ship was in the films. Have you done this? But
No.
no.
That's
Yeah,
your
so
step. Why would I have done your step?
because you've been doing my step previous. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how much difference it looks when you get them next to each other. But I think overall they are actually probably more accurate.
Let's just like to point out something.
What's that?
Xavier is not here. The other person that was in the stream is not here.
Well, I don't know when he left.
No.
I should have realised that he'd gone a bit quieter.
Oh, what are you saying?
No, because Steve's been talking to us constantly.
Do you want me to see if I can get him back?
That was terrible, wasn't it? That I didn't realise it.
I had an excuse. I wasn't even here. And I still realised before you. Oh, gosh.
Terrible.
So I noticed a couple of minutes ago this chair was empty. I presumed it just froze. It'll, it'd come back. Because you do that.
Yeah, so it's so we're talking about the other sets that are coming out later this year, which we're definitely, well, there's two that I definitely want to get. So being a bit of a Harry Potter fan, as you can probably see with the Diagon Alley behind us, really looking forward to the Gringotts. I think that looks fantastic. And then, of course, my obsession with the Star Wars UCS sets.
You wouldn't say.
You have the Venator coming out. And I think that's going to be a must buy. Not sure Sonia agrees with me, but yeah, for me, it's definitely a
Well,
must
the
buy.
Venator?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That'll be me going a little bit geeky over that one, because I'm a massive, massive Clone Wars fan myself. My favourite part of Star Wars, actually. What's your favourite part of Star Wars?
I still like the original.
Well, the first three? It's the Clone Wars?
No, the original three. The episode 4, 5,
6.
Yeah. I think I did like the remakes. The
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, the remakes of, or sorry, the upgrades of 4, 5, 6, where they did all the director's cuts and everything. I think some of the special effects and everything they put in. But for me, it wasn't just the story of the original ones. It's the way they did when you look at the making ofs, the way they did the special effects, considering the technology that was around at that period.
It's like when you see the stormtroopers on what's supposed to be a huge lake, and it's just a couple of little action figures on a normal lake. I think that's quite nice.
And I remember things like where they have the land speeder, when they're going into Mos Eisley.
Yes, it is.
Was it?
Doesn't fit with the Diagon Alley. Yes, we were talking about this earlier, and we said it'd be great to have a wooden table so you can cut an exact fit out. So you could put it with it and then build like a little cave bit underneath. That'd be quite nice.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We have Xavier back.
Let's add him back in. Yeah, so what I'd like to do, if we do get when we do get the Gringotts, is perhaps make an acrylic plinth for the existing ones to go on. So you could have it with the underground part on it still, because I think the top part itself looks fantastic and it would work really well on that, but what would you do with the bottom half? It just looks like an unfinished model.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
The bottom half is another dark, right?
Yeah.
What happened, by the way?
Yeah, so we lost you for a moment there, Xavier. You back? Oh, come again?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, we thought it was frozen.
This is my. Oh, sorry. No, I'm just being quiet.
What happened? You seemed to leave at one point.
Was it Wi-Fi?
No, the battery went dead from the phone.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so we're nearly finished wing number 3. So we're slowly getting there. Only 3 bags left.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just gonna learn slowly.
So I think we've got 2 bags, which is the next wing. And then the last bit is the back of the engines and the back of the actual X-Wing itself. And then say we'll get down the second UCS X-Wing. So the one from 6 years ago, I think it was now, 6, 7 years. And we'll do a comparison of the two to have a look at the differences. Because I think visually there is quite a bit of difference between the two. This is supposedly a bit bigger, but it's not. There's not a huge difference, to be honest. What have you done?
Right, no, it's inside out. I'm to get my finger to the back corner. That really hurts with the Technic in there.
Complaining as always. So that's that one. So let's bring it there so you can see what I'm doing.
I complain.
Yeah.
Wow. Should see Dad. So terrible complainer.
What do you mean?
Always complaining about something. Oh, I thought my tea had been done by now. Oh, have you not brought the set down? Oh, have you not taken the set up? It's like, oh, it's thing after thing. Isn't it? Especially tea. You have to admit that. Got a tea addict, don't we?
So, this is a bit worrying.
What's a bit worrying?
With the mechanism to actually close the wings, it doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, maybe it's just because of the weight. Maybe we need the fourth wing on to even it out. Oh.
Yeah, so that's not staying.
You haven't tested without the wings.
Yeah, it was working previously.
Mm.
So that's a bit worrying. So it's going to be a permanent X-Wing then.
Yeah. Isn't this in flight mode? Or fighter mode?
Yeah. So yes, that's something we'll need to sort out then. So that is a bit strange because it was definitely working previously.
No, I think for what's ever happening, we've got to blame somebody, right?
Yes, so that'd be George then.
What do you mean that'd be George? You're the one that's had your hands on the main model. I'd like to point out. So you must have broken it.
I don't want to do that too much.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear it on the inside.
Yeah.
Then stop doing it. You can see the bricks tensing as you're doing it.
Yeah, so something's gone wrong there, unfortunately. So it is.
Talking about tensing, I hurt my leg yesterday because I went to the first athletic club. Let's try that again. First athletics club I've ever been to, and I was sorting out my sprint start, and I actually, where I had it in the same position for a while, I've got too much tension, or I had too much tension in my leg, so I couldn't do the last 100-meter sprint that they had because my leg wouldn't stop shaking while I was running.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit disappointed. But luckily I was able to do the 400 meters about 20 minutes later. So
yeah.
It was bad, but it wasn't, that bad. At least I was able to do the 400. So that was good. Yeah. But I couldn't believe, because there was only about 30 kids there overall. And it said usually there's about 250. But the majority of them are out for... well, no, they've got a sports event tomorrow or something.
I think there's 250 in the club, but they do different events, different days. So but he said 50% of them were for the sprints.
Yeah. So I'd probably have like 100 people throughout like 4. Actually, no, so I don't tell people to coach. So there'd probably be a few.
Yeah. So 60, 70 people, maybe. But yeah, so hopefully his sprinting will go okay.
I mean, I haven't really spoken to any of my peers at all.
What?
I thought you looked at something. I was so confused. I felt like I was being left out or something.
No. We'll leave you out of anything, George. Should know that by now.
I remember you're going on a running trip with the Flyers and didn't even bother to ask me.
Well, there's no children allowed, so it wasn't worth asking you.
Yes, it was. I can pass as an adult, height-wise. I mean, I agree. I can maybe pass like up to 14, maybe, but not 15.
Yeah, so hopefully if my running goes all right and I go on my injury, there's a trip next May, which I'm going on with the Southern Flyers to Bruges, where we're going to do anywhere between a 5 and 15 kilometre run.
Oh, wow.
What happens if you get on the plane, it starts going, they're like, okay, 15 kilometres it is. What are you going to say?
We're not going on the plane, we're going on a coach.
You're going on a coach? Wow. Where is Bruges?
Belgium.
Where's that?
How many miles do you reckon?
No, I mean
Bruges
like
is from here?
on the map. What's it near?
Belgium, Netherlands, Antwerpen.
Go to France and turn left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if I turn left, I could go the whole way around the world.
You sound like Americans. Yeah, I know Amsterdam. It's a country, right? No, you idiot.
Yeah, I've seen that one actually.
Oh, horrible.
But yeah, I've never been there before, so I'm looking forward to going.
That's like
It's a nice village. Been there with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
We went for driving with horses in the couch.
Okay, yeah.
And man, those horses smell horrible.
I spoke to some of my friends because they were asking where parents were from. And most of the parents were actually from England. They asked me where mine are from. And I said, oh yeah, they're from Leicester. And they're like, your parents are foreign. And and before I told them where Leicester was, I asked the question, where do you think Leicester is? They're like, it's just above France, isn't it? It's like, above France? Maybe on the literally, but not on the x-axis.
We're above France?
Yeah, well, technically, yeah. But it's like, how can you get it that wrong?
Gosh, that's bad.
And it's like, this is the grammar stream, so like, geographically, we should be the best. And they thought the rest was
academically, not geographically.
No, but also in geography, we're supposed to be the best. So yes, geographically. But yeah, so it's like, how on earth can you? How do you not know one of the counties of the country you live in? It's like,
I don't know why, but George seems to make out that we're quite posh as well, which we definitely are.
You're not. I am. I'm a lot more posh than you.
You're not posh.
Yes, I am. It's the way I act. So I act differently to you. Let's put it that way.
Terrible.
What do you mean terrible? That's supposed to be a good thing. What's wrong with being posh?
With this age, right? Nigel?
Yeah, I think so.
Nothing to do with my age. You've always told me to be like polite, nice, and gentle. It's like the three categories ticked off for being posh. Is it not? What else would you say you have to be posh?
I don't know, really.
Exactly.
This is annoying me. This isn't working.
It's like a really young kid where they break the toy that they're playing with all the time. And he doesn't even deny it.
Maybe you need the other wing on the other end, or not?
Yeah, I'm hoping that will solve the issue.
Mm-hmm.
If not, it's going to be a absolute pain to try and get this apart.
It's probably because the rubber band could have come off one end.
I don't think there is a rubber band on there.
There is. I can see it. There's a red rubber band. It could have come off one end.
Let's hope not.
Although it looks quite tight, so who knows? Plus, yeah. Well, yeah. You know what I mean, right?
I think I should leave. If it's broken, I'm going to leave George to fix it.
What do you mean you're going to leave me to fix it? I need my rest time for my leg.
Let's vote for it. If you agree, raise your hand. George has to fix it.
Oh,
Tough luck, George.
Democratic chosen.
And he does always tell me that Out of the Turbos is the master builder.
surely the democratic choice can be overruled by the person where their names the channel, right?
No,
Now you think you have veto.
no, he doesn't.
Did you just took the one I picked up? They'll say, I think the punishment for stealing should be fixing the model.
I didn't realise you had to pick one of them.
It was on its own right there, next to everything else, and I had it on my page.
Stop moaning.
Well, good luck fixing the model.
Oh, I don't need luck fixing the model, you do.
No, you do. That's the punishment for stealing. We all know this.
I was last week building with my oldest son a set from my childhood, and Nigel remembers our building pages were like he didn't have in the corner which bricks you have to use. You just have to figure it out. See what bricks are new on the other step. He was totally confused.
Yeah.
He's like, your picture doesn't say which bricks I have to use. I'm like, no, you have to figure it out yourself.
Whereas like when we did the build of the
yellow castle.
The yellow castle.
That was you. That wasn't me.
And it's done in layers.
Oh yeah. So you got like 100 pieces on each. Well, maybe like 80 pieces on each page. It's like, and of course you've got like how the towers are designed and everything. That's quite intricate with the different bits. Like, this shouldn't happen. Like there's a book for a reason. They might as well have just given us a picture of the set and figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, you have builds like that because then without colors, it's on blueprints. You don't need any color. They work with figures. So a triangle is the color red.
Yeah.
And then a block is color blue, whatever, right? Or red.
Yeah.
And you just have to look and count the dots, see which dot has which figure in it, and then you have to. And you build it like you watch your model from the top, right? So you build in layer and layer and layer and layer. Good luck.
Yeah. I wouldn't have the patience for that.
What to design
about it? I like it. I will try to build it right and then get frustrated in 10 minutes.
Now, see, that's the person who designed that is the kind of guy that's on a really high pay and does the minimal amount of work possible and still gets the same amount of pay.
Yeah, that's me.
But I say, I think we're spoiled a bit nowadays. Although this one hasn't got it, is where they even highlight in.
No, they haven't seemed to do that for a while now, actually.
Yeah, well, they used to highlight around the individual parts to show you which ones you put on. But it's not on this one.
I think they got some complaints or something. It hasn't been in a few sets recently. I think they got some complaints.
This is from this year.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is a bit strange.
Yeah, they got some. I don't know whether I should say it again or not.
Go on.
They got some complaints about it or something about the color. It was like, obviously these quite bright yellows. It was like so people didn't like the color or something. So I guess we'll see.
It was definitely useful though.
Oh yeah, and there was nothing wrong with it. It wasn't like it was a super bright or super dark yellow. It was a nice like mustard yellow, which for something like this works perfectly.
Because it helps me because I build slightly different to George, so as you can see, George gets all his pieces together.
That's only because you set them alight.
No, even if I didn't sell, I probably wouldn't do it. Whereas I look at the picture and tend to put the pieces on from the picture instead. Yeah. And because we don't highlight it, I tend to have to keep referring back to the top corner now, just to make sure I haven't missed anything.
But you know why I do this, don't you?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Oh yes, I do understand you're autistic, George.
Yep, just making sure.
I haven't forgotten all of a sudden.
Really? You do think you are quite forgetful?
Yes, like where I put sticker sheets.
Exactly.
I can't believe
The
I've...
other day I was building a set, and you had those single piece rounds, right?
Yeah.
And it was white. So I just look at the picture. Oh, I need a white. Put it on, build. And then later on, I need another round white, but with a hole in it.
Right, yes.
And I'm like, I don't have it. I have this. And then, oh, wait. I didn't.
And
Makes
it-
it
back
happen.
80 pieces.
especially when it's in between a big, huge amount, so you have to
Oh,
take
yeah.
everything apart to get back to it.
Oh,
Imagine if you did something like that with like the Bugatti Chiron or something like that. Because I remember Dad did the Lamborghini Shuriken?
Which one was it?
It's the green one that I was gonna do with you.
Yeah,
Because Dad did the blue one on his own, and then we recorded
the cyan.
the cyan, and you'll actually see that near the start of the build, I've just disappeared, and that's because I just gave up. I got so angry with it. I was like, "There's no point." So I sat on the sofa playing games for like 4 hours while Dad was building a third of the model. And then that was just sort of like your like 2 days in a row, wasn't it? It was just doing that.
But the set we had to take apart most of
Oh,
was the Titanic.
oh yeah. Oh.
When we got to the end of one of the, I think it was about half one of the books, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it's about 4 bags, I think.
And we realised that the camera had stopped working.
No, I just never started it. I never.
Oh,
Yeah, that was my fault. I'll own up to that. I never started the camera.
Yeah,
So we ended up taking the whole lot apart.
And something that you might notice was because you get loads of bits where it's long bits. They're all made of 1x1 squares. I can say this, right? And something you might notice is that the build is extremely quick, but if you had like Xavier extreme eyes, then what you might notice is that we don't actually build them on that section because we were just like, there's no point. It takes so much time and it's so little piece of model. There's no point. So we just put them off to the side and then you just see them come on really quickly before when we figure out that steps on that page. We're like, there's no point of doing this.
And the other bit that wound George up a bit with that set is because he likes doing things in order.
Oh, yeah.
And what it was, because a lot of the window pieces are, you just basically building the same thing over and over again. You get used to the sort of sequence of everything. So I was building them before we got there.
Yeah.
That really ruffled my feathers.
Yeah.
Good though. So on a build that size, you've got to take all these little wins to.
I like that. This really annoyed George. That was a really good thing. Again, this is what I've got to deal with. Day in and day out.
I had it with my kiddo then, right? When I was building the old set, and it's important. You stick to the build rules. Lego provides you, right? Step 1, and then this, and then that, and that. But he just wants to build the first bit of the truck for some reason, and refused to build the back. But I said you have to build the back also because bricks go under the front.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, this is annoying. I just want to build." Oh dear. Yeah.
Nice.
Luckily, I do everything. I have to do everything in order, which you know. But so
this is probably why you're not doing this as well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm trying to not look at it. As you notice, I haven't looked at Dad for a couple of minutes. gonna have like a panic attack when I turn to my left. But
It's got to be done.
it's got to be done for you. And Dad always goes, "Oh well, I'm autistic." So, really? You sure about that?
Yeah.
But you haven't actually been diagnosed, so.
No, I didn't really do diagnosis of
By
autism
like the
when I
1800s.
was young. Oh, shut up.
Am I wrong?
Well, the 1800s, yes. Cheeky Santa.
I was about to say something like, "How's the French Revolution?" or something, but
The bird of Christmas.
There's no need for it, is there?
you even called yourself Javert. You said you're like him. Have you ever seen Les Miserables?
Yeah.
You know the Javert, the main general.
I can't remember. I only remember it. I thought it was a lousy picture.
Fair enough. But Dad says that he's like him, so I don't think I should get blamed for that comment.
No, I only said that because you asked me which character you thought I was like.
And you answered him, so I don't think I should get blamed.
No, was it the character who fell off the bridge at the end? Or
Yeah.
all right.
I don't know why Dad had wants me named as him, but guy that jumped off a bridge, but and also, you know, tried to lie to a load of people to kill him quicker, but
Yeah.
I guess if that's your fantasy, that's your fantasy, but you can't even disagree with me because you called yourself him. So I don't know. Parents these days.
What am I going to do with him?
Yeah.
Get
Joyce wanted a PC game, right? Computer game? Sticks? What was it?
What?
What game was it?
What game was what?
He wanted. Was it a Total War one?
Oh no, it's Stickman Trenches.
No,
I think we're trenches.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
Stickman
well,
Trenches.
well,
That was a while
He
ago.
wanted so badly. There was a silly game he wanted real bad. With
Yeah.
sticks or something.
Yeah.
You never got it.
You got it.
I got the demo, and the demo is very good.
Oh,
And
that's
then
it.
yeah, and then Dad was like, "Oh, stop going on about it." So I haven't spoke about it for like 3 months. But...
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was a good thing you didn't keep going on about it. 'Cause I didn't think it looked that good, to be honest.
That's because you get like games that are realistic. I mean, I do as well, but I like games like that. I like retro, I like that kind of stuff. Especially the old phones where you have to put your finger in the number and bring it round to dial it. I think they're really cool.
Because we went to a secret nuclear bunker.
That has a massive sign down the road for this. It literally says "secret nuclear bunker" on the sign.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was on our way to pick up some Lego quite a while ago,
What's the
and we were driving past and so just saw this sign at the side of the road pointing to secret nuclear bunker. It's like, well, it's not particularly secret then.
No.
But it was really interesting actually. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's
Really?
over 3 stories.
I thought it was quite small.
Yeah, it's supposed to hold 600 people.
Well,
Oh, wow.
but it said that when there was 600 people in it, they had beds lining the corridors, or every corridor, because they only had like 150 or something actual beds in housing areas.
Okay.
So this was like World War II time, so they had beds on either side of every corridor, and these aren't very wide corridors.
No.
These are quite small, so I don't know how on earth they got 2 beds on, next to each other, but they did. Plus
I think
enough
if you
room for
want to survive, you survive that also.
What was that say?
I think if you want to survive a nuclear war, you survive a small corridor.
Yes. No, I say it was a really interesting tour. It's the way it's done. There's no one actually there. Well, there were a couple of people when you get to the gift shop at the end, but they call them wands.
Yes, guide.
Yeah, it's like a digital guide, so you just listen to it.
Oh,
It's tells you which number to press for the correct
Oh,
button.
an audio guide.
And then at the end, there's not a card machine, because obviously it's underground. It's the card machine isn't always reliable. So where usually you'd have a card machine, you got honesty boxes to put your money in. So it's very trusting. But that's good. It's good to have that nowadays.
I like that. I always buy my eggs like that at the farm behind us.
Yeah.
There's also an honesty box.
Fair enough.
I just love the nostalgia and just dump the.
I think it's good that people are still so trusting nowadays.
Yeah.
You don't see that a lot anymore, unfortunately.
No, but you can do it in this town, but not in the big cities.
No,
don't bother anymore.
No, it's not working with the 4 wings on.
Not working with 4 wings.
So I guess if I have to build the last bag, oh no.
But I have one question. We will also get a video from with the topic which X-Wing can fly further.
No.
Like do the ship float? Can the X-Wing fly?
Although this one might fly if you can't get the wings working.
At least the stand can come off this one as well. I don't think it can come off the other one, can it? Or can it? Yes, no, maybe.
But George, you get a lot of use, I swear.
There's a little bit of movement there, but it's not closing up.
Also, what is that?
I don't know, it just popped off from somewhere.
It's probably from the base. Oh, look, there's a couple bits off. I was going to let Dad figure that one out. Breaking more of the model.
There's a couple of bits come off the base.
So this is what I've got to deal with. You've got a pro builder like me sat here, and then a breaker.
You're like yin and yang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to see. See if this top comes off so I can get into the mechanism. Oh, breaking bits.
George hasn't seen it.
No, I'm just straight on. I'm not looking forward to this page.
I'm not sure where it came from even.
Actually, I'm going to try to stall myself, so I'm going to build the first part of all 4 of these, and then turn the page. Because then I have to look that way.
Oh, even bigger pieces.
Yeah. What are you doing?
So the bands are still on there.
You're doing surgery or something. What are you doing? I can just see a big clump about here. But there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. I'm trying to look above the model as well. So I'm like looking through. I'm looking at my window at this point, trying to talk.
Uh-oh. I think the patient's dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
You've lost heartbeat.
So they...
What are you doing to it?
So it's got the points at which it locks it, but it's not holding it closed. So perhaps
Didn't you just build it wrong?
I'm sure it used to close up as well.
Yeah, but it was very swift close. It was. It wasn't like gentle.
So it works that they do actually close now, and it will open it up and lock it in position.
Yeah.
At least you fixed your mistake.
But it doesn't.
It doesn't go lower.
No.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but it's not doing it automatically. I think it's supposed. I think there's supposed to be enough pull on the bands to pull it shut, but there doesn't seem to be enough pull on it.
Hmm. That's weird.
Maybe he doesn't like the fact it's been left with the wings left open for so long.
Really?
Because there's two bands on it, one front, one back,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll be the only thing that pulls it shut.
Yeah.
Might have to see if we can get some new bands or something, see if that solves the issue. But that's one major downside then, if that's the case already.
Yeah.
I really think it's only a few months old.
It's now August.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it closes okay.
I'd love at some point to do like a comparison of the three of them. So, you know, for anybody that's watching, if you happen to have a spare original UCS X-Wing, then don't be afraid to send it over.
Oh dear.
No, the thing about the original one, I thought.
What happened there?
I don't know. The thing.
Sounds like you're choking. I was like, oh yes. Oh no.
Well,
I was about to say, oh, I'm in the clear, but I've got to put this stuff on the model.
Uh-oh.
Let's just go on to the next. Let's just move these to the side. I don't really want to look at those either. Although they've got to stay on the camera, so I've got to look at them. But I think they're not too bad. I can live with that.
That should be a nightmare to get this back on.
Speed it up a little bit, please. You know, if you don't mind. But if it's that much of a challenge for you, then I get it. I look to the left. Oh, I need to make 4 of these again.
R2D2 or not?
Pardon?
Does it have the X-Wing? Does it have the room for R2D2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
So does the Y-Wing that is in the Yavin 4 base. So it's not R2D2, but it is an R2 unit. So
Cool.
that's interesting. I just noticed that when Dad was showing it.
So I was like the other day. I was where do I have the box? You guys know this, right? Yeah.
So you were breaking up a little bit there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was. You have the option to build 2 other builds from this set,
Right.
provided by Lego. So I did both. I did both of them now. So I took the Galaxy 4, broke it down, built the other ones, and the smallest one has a compartment behind the cockpit. Where you can put your droid in.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So I was like, hey, how cool is that? That's in Star Wars. You know? Where you can put your droid behind the cockpit. Boop. I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Well, one of the things we've done.
I like that. Somebody says, I thought it was funny. Yeah. You get.
One of the things we've done recently as well is we've been watching the Indiana Jones films. We watched them before we went to the last one. And it's all the little Easter eggs that point back to Star Wars in the Indiana Jones films.
Oh yeah.
So there's one that I don't know how I ever missed it, because it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Thrum.
Thumb.
So I've never heard of a sore thrum, so it probably doesn't stick out right.
Do you know at the start of the second film where they're at the club, where she's singing, and then they jump out the window? The club's called Obi-Wan's.
No.
Yeah, that's what club is called, Obi-Wan's.
What?
And you know when he's getting the sarcophagus.
And it's big signs as well. You can't miss it.
Sarcophagus.
Whoa, that's crazy. I haven't spotted those.
You know, in the Ark of where they're getting the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
And it briefly shows one of the pillars with hieroglyphics on it.
Mm-hmm.
One of the pictures is R2D2 and C3PO.
No way.
Yeah.
Why did that?
It's only on the screen for like a second, but Dad looked up the Easter eggs and he's like, I've got to see these for myself.
Yeah.
It's so obvious. It's like, how did we miss them?
And then, you
never
know the plane he,
spotted those.
you know the plane he
Lego.
gets into?
Whoa.
You know the plane he gets
Mind blow.
into?
Poof.
Yeah.
But Star Wars doesn't have that, right? For seeing
No.
from
No.
Hmm.
You know how after he jumps out the window, they get in the plane?
Yeah.
So, of course, it's owned by the same guy. So when the plane door closes, it says Obi-Wan on it as well.
No, it doesn't.
I was sure it says Obi-Wan
No.
on it. I thought that's one of them.
No, you're thinking of the plane in the first film
All right.
where he's just escaped from the temple.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the number on the side is CPO.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I like those wings.
It's like there's no way. When you think about it, it's like I've watched these so many times.
Yeah.
There's no way.
No, it can't be. You're like, what?
Yeah.
So I can't figure out where these bits have come off the stand. So got a
I
couple
didn't
bits.
realise how old Harrison Ford was when he did the first Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
He was about 30. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
He looked like 22 or something. He looked really young.
Yeah, it looks young. But also in the Star Wars, he was the oldest actors. Right?
Yeah.
One of the oldest.
Did you ever see the Luke Skywalker? That was a really American accent. There. That impersonated. I cannot think. I'd say Luke Skywalker because I can't think. Mark Hamill. There we go. Where he did an impersonation of Harrison Ford.
No, I haven't.
He did it on one of the shows, and it was an absolutely perfect impression. Like it was incredible, and it was a conversation they had. It was like the first time I ever talked to him, and he said that there was he mentioned that there was something wrong, or something, or that he thought there was something wrong, and apparently Harrison Ford was like, "Don't worry about it, kid. We'll sort it out." It's like how it's like stuff like that. Because apparently he was like shaking as he walked up to him to go. There's obviously
Yeah.
He's like, it's Mark Harrison Ford. You can't
I
just
think
walk
they
up
just go in the
to
back like this.
I don't know. I haven't had a look. I can look at them on now. Perfect. Yes. There's another one for you.
Okay.
Another one. That's no. Okay.
No.
Not the right time for a dad to sing. Okay.
There's never a right time for me to sing.
Agreed.
Not if people like the hearing.
Oh, these need to be on the model.
Where do they go?
There. But you're always singing at home. Maybe you need to get out there. You could become like one of these like millionaire pop stars.
I could also.
What's it called? There was from a talent show, right? UK Got Talent, Britain's
Yeah.
Got Talent, and she was always singing when she was doing the dishes. You know which one?
Yeah.
She is now so rich.
Yeah, but you know all the ones that go on things like Britain's Got Talents that can't sing at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be me.
Yeah, but they get rich too.
Well, there's another 5 minutes of fame and get pulled back onto the.
I still can't believe the guy that won Britain's Got Talent this year. Did you see that?
No. I hate those TV shows.
He was a comedian whose talent was wearing high vis. And he won. He won Britain's Got Talent.
And he wasn't even British.
No, he wasn't British. He flew over every time for the show.
Where you came from then?
I have no idea.
I'm trying.
I think it was near France.
I'm
Somewhere
tempted
near
to
France.
say Holland.
Yeah.
No.
I think he might have been.
pitiful.
Oh, it was awful. And for him to win, I mean, the person that came second, when it came down to the top two, I mean, we were shocked anyway he was in the top two.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, she's got this. No issues at all.
Oh,
And then it comes out that he's won it. It's like,
Because it was somebody.
it was a mockery of the show.
She was, I think she was 13, 14.
Mm.
Absolutely incredible dancer. Like, this is like theatre level. Crazy good. And then third place was an Irish lad. And he was a magician. And he was amazing at what he did. Absolutely amazing. And they came second and third to a guy who wears high visors.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is it was the public's vote. So it's like, what's happened to the public?
Yeah. No taste.
Yeah. I really like the engines on this that George is building. I think they look really smart.
And they go a bit big, right?
Again, I think they're about right. When you look at the pictures of the ones from the films,
Yeah.
I don't think they're that far off. I still can't figure out. So I've got these two black bits that came off the stand while I was walking around with the X-Wing, and I can't figure out where they go.
That's annoying.
I'll sort it out afterwards.
I mean, come on, you should be able to spot it.
They obviously go front and back of something because we got one with studs, one with gaps.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
That's why I say that's annoying.
Yeah. This is annoying
So,
because that engine should have another one of these on it.
Oh.
See, Dad built it wrong.
who built it wrong?
You must have taken it off when
Yeah,
you
right.
put the engine on.
Yeah, I'm full of those tricks.
Yep. Should see him when we're playing games. Terrible. Terrible. You know, like playing the game and then you have what he tries to do.
Yeah, what?
As I said that you should, they should see you in your when we're playing games. I said terrible, terrible, and then you've got, I said at the game, and then you've got what you're trying to do.
Thank you, George.
You are very welcome. See, I think my cheekiness is a pretty good level of cheeky.
Yeah. Oh, one of the major things I like about this new UCS set is the printed plate.
Yeah.
It's long overdue, and it's so much better being printed, and it's a high quality print as well. It's because when I had I think it was the Avengers helicarrier.
Oh yeah.
They had stickers and printed plates for the runway, and there was a huge difference between the two whites because the one that was actually printed was very quite opaque.
Yeah. Do you want to click it in with me? It's
No,
the last
no,
one. You sure?
Yeah. It was quite opaque, so it was a grey rather than a white, whereas the sticker was a really bright white.
Yeah.
And it just didn't look right.
We finished.
Right, so we'll just do a quick top view of this before we change the camera around. So yeah, I think the printed canopy on this, I think is fantastic. It's so much better than the old one. Got a couple of stickers for the controls on the inside, which again I think look really, really nice. I say R2, you do fit the full R2D2 in it, so you don't just get the top of his head like you get in some of the other sets. There is actually a proper space
Wasn't there
for
a
him.
set where the minifigure was literally just the head? Because that's what went on it.
Yeah, well, I think it was one of the Jedi Starfighters. You get the droid, and then you have to take the head off to put it on the.
Yeah.
On the
I
set.
think there was one of them where it was just the head. That was it.
Yeah,
You didn't get the body.
yeah, quite possibly.
So it's like, what's the point of that? Just have it so you got to put it next to it. Because it's not like it's a big model. You got space next to it.
But yeah, I think the design of this is, I love it. I think it's really good. I wasn't quite sure how it was going to compare with the old one. I will go and get that in a second. Because this has got a much wider nose. In fact, while we've still got on the top view, let me just go to overview. I'm going to leave it on the top view so you can actually see a comparison as to how big the nose is on this. Let me just go and get the...
You better not drop the old one.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be a Jurassic Park incident. Smashed it all over the floor.
Yeah.
Took him 3 years.
The T-Rex scratched me last time.
What do you mean the T-Rex scratched you? You dropped the model, end of. T-Rex isn't alive, is it?
Might be a bit musty, this.
Tension is rising.
That's like saying you've got a Star Wars set and saying that the Death Star shot you or shot Ned when he dropped it in Spider-Man. It's just ridiculous. So it's quite a bit chunkier and a different colour entirely.
Yeah, so the nose is very chunky. I don't know why. I'm not sure which is the right one actually. Where it's white to grey. I don't know why there's
well,
that.
Those have white on it. The 2 small ones we have, so I'm going to go with white.
But I do like the fact they've got the flat plates on the top now. But they haven't got the sticker on this bit for some reason. They got on the other one. The wings, they've actually got the detail in brick pieces rather than just a sticker.
Yeah.
So there's not huge amounts of difference, but there's some of the bits are quite strikingly different. But the overall design is fairly similar. I think the engines look quite similar as well. They've changed the colouring again.
Yeah.
So you've gone from
inside.
So they've gone from being purely grey to being
a little bit white.
White and grey.
I can't see the other one, so I can't confirm or deny which one is correct.
So yeah, so it's a bit strange that you see these differences because you'd have thought that they're based on the same ship. You'd have thought they'd have been the same.
I like the new R2D2 over the old one. The old one, A, doesn't actually fit in the model.
Yeah.
And B, is only grey instead of silver. So that's a shame, really.
Mm-hmm. And I can't remember how this one closes up.
Isn't it the thing on the back?
Might be. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. I think it's...
Oh, you're getting there.
So I think the mechanism...
It works.
The mechanism for closing the wings on the old one is better. Because rather than relying on elastic bands...
Yeah.
It's actually got some cogs in there, and I think that is a nicer way of building it.
Yeah.
But let me go to the front view now. Let's change that. I'll say one of the huge differences you'll see is the size of the intake ports.
Yeah.
And I thought this was a bit strange when I first saw it, but when I looked at the pictures, these are way too small.
Yeah.
On the old one. But I think they're both fantastic sets. In terms of size, there's not a huge amount of difference between the two. Try and get them both.
What do you think about flight?
It looks a bit taller.
It's a little bit longer. I say the nose is huge compared to the old one.
Oh yeah.
But in terms of length, I say the guns are slightly longer. The engines, I think, are slightly longer. So
this is actually further back. It's slightly, not by much. But what do you think about flight possibility?
No.
Well, how about we make a deal? We'll send these on flight if Xavier puts his fleet of pirate ships and the island that you just bought in a bath, and we see if they'll float. I'd say that's fair.
All my ships?
Oh yeah, the whole fleet.
I'd rather put something in water than throw it, to be honest.
Yeah, but he hasn't said anything about putting a mattress down or something.
It would still go all over the place.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be as bad.
But yeah, I think overall, so I think to have both these in our collection is fantastic.
We have somebody catch it.
Yeah, you won't catch it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I think there's enough differences to make it worthwhile to have both. But I think I know this one's available, this one is no longer available. I think this is probably the better of the two. And so the thing that lets the old one down is the lack of quality.
The bricks are coming up.
That's probably where the pieces have come off it.
Yep.
It's the quality of the instructions, the quality of the stickers really let the old one down.
Because these were like, there's something really weird about these. Was they're all like really, really thin. And it was Dad. I think the canopy is slightly off or something, isn't it? Because Dad didn't put it on like completely straight. So, but you can't take them off because when you take them off, they actually mark the screen or what it's on. So it's like, what's the point of that?
But one thing I do love that's a lot better than the new one is R2-D2. The colour's a lot better. The details on it are a lot better.
I'd like to point out that Dad's holding it the wrong way around.
Yeah. What do you mean? And the back isn't printed on the old one, whereas it is on the new one.
What I was saying was the way you held it at first, it looked like you were holding it to where they went.
Yeah.
But of course, it's the other way around.
But yeah, I think the new R2-D2 is just fantastic. It's surprising, and the short amount of time really between the two sets, the difference you get in that. You didn't actually get any Luke or anything in the old X-Wing, and of course you get the Luke Skywalker, which again is a really nicely printed minifigure.
Yeah.
So the new sets definitely wins in terms of the
setting.
The figures themselves. I think the overall looks of the set, although there's not huge differences, I do actually prefer the new one. I know there's a lot of people that wouldn't agree with me, because I know when it first came out, they're saying the old set was better, but I actually really like the new set.
I think the only thing good is the wings, the mechanism.
Yes, they should have kept the old mechanism.
Yeah.
Because I like the fact you can actually, it works like a proper X-Wing, so you can actually have them at different stages, whereas this one, it either holds them fully open, and maybe it is you just push them, because when you push them shut, they do stay there. So maybe it is just they push them shut and then you lock them open, which is a bit of a shame, really.
Yeah. It's not what we were hoping for, really.
No.
Because, of course, when we had one wing on the model, it worked perfectly, where it would go to different stages.
It mustn't have closed them, though, before, because there's nothing pushing it closed. But yeah, I think it was just the weight.
It was really hard lock, so then we twisted it, and then it went down.
Yeah.
Now, just think about the future, right? Because rubber from Lego tends to start to get brittle.
Yeah.
After a few years. So I hope it doesn't goes the same as the new X-Wing.
Yeah.
The rubber.
Well, hopefully not.
So it's not even locking in position now.
And he's broken aim. You do realize a piece fell off, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not impressed with the mechanism, I must admit. And I'm sure we've built it correct. I don't think it's the fact that we've built it incorrectly.
I know I've built my parts correctly.
But
for mechanism, I much prefer the AT-AT because you can change the position of the legs. And that's all like cogs on the inside of the leg. So I think that works really well.
Yeah.
So that's nice. But then, of course, in the AT-AT, you can fit loads and loads of minifigures in it. So that's mad. Wasn't it like...
A bit's come off of no
Wasn't it 30 or 40 snowtroopers you could fit in the
You
AT-AT.
can fit 40. Yeah.
40. So, you know, that's crazy when you think about it.
Yeah.
That's a mad amount for one model. And I think, again, Lego took a lot more time with that one because had the UCS 80 been done before?
No.
So I think they always take a little bit more time for something that's original for UCS. It's never been done before. And I think because this is the third one, it was like, we'll take some similarities, we'll make it a bit bigger, you know.
In some ways, you wonder whether things like the mechanism is because they have to make something different.
Yeah.
So the fact the old mechanism worked, for me, they should have kept it.
Yeah.
Because it just works really well.
And
Whereas this is very temperamental.
And the plate is better, right? It's got printed plate.
Oh yeah, the printed plate is. I'm just hope that they do that for all the UCS sets now, which they should do. Well, for all the sets that have a plate, to be honest, because there's lots of sets that have plates now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the mechanism is the one thing that lets this down. I mean, the good thing is when you put the wings in position, they do actually stay there. And we're not going to be playing with it, so it's just we can leave it on the shelf in whatever position it's supposed to be. But it would have been nice for it to actually have been a working mechanism.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's
I think that's going to be about it, really, isn't it?
yeah. So just got to figure out where it's going to go now.
On the table.
As always. No, I can't have another thing on the table.
As I've said many, many times before,
That's
I'm going to
my
leave.
issue.
Yeah, it's your issue. It's not my problem. It's your problem. I just build it. I do the fun part.
I need to figure out as well what the correct position of these are.
Yeah, the correct.
The correct, yes.
Correct. What for what mode? Because you've got flight and then you've got attack.
Yeah, but I presume these end bits don't turn.
Right.
But I say it's nice. I say I don't know why there's aesthetically some differences between the two in terms of colouring, because they're both supposed to be Luke's X-Wing. So it's a bit strange that the colouring has changed so much.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, very, very happy with it. So definitely a set I'd recommend. Apart from that,
Yeah, I prefer the old one just for that, to be fair. I just think it's when you look at it, it's a little bit cleaner. When you look at it.
yeah,
Because I think something that like I've noticed, like I've done, is where there's like pipes and stuff, they'll really, really exaggerate it. So, but loads and loads, and they've done that with this set, and I don't like it. Where they've done it for that little bit at the top and then that bit at the back. Where this is a lot more simple. I think it just looks a lot cleaner, and there's just something about it that I like a lot more.
I think the best set we've done for the Greebling is the Y-wing.
Yeah,
I think that looks fantastic the way they've done it.
I'm so glad we didn't have to build that.
Oh yeah, I never did build that.
No, you never built it.
So as I said, I'm gonna have to take apart at some point because I bought it built.
Yeah, have fun spending that 10 hours doing that.
Yeah. But no, I think we better leave it there. So really appreciate you joining us, Xavier. It's been a pleasure talking to you all the way through as always.
Thank you very much for having me, guys. It was a pleasure.
And hopefully we'll do another one
Soon.
in the not too distant future.
Yeah.
With not quite sure what it's going to be yet. As I say, we'll probably do the Venator in a couple of months' time, and we may do Gringotts. I think Gringotts would be a good one.
Oh, that would be fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Some of you guys, I just love to be here and chit chat with you and enjoy your banter between you guys.
Yeah, we do get on to each other quite a bit, so I hope it's good to watch.
Yeah.
Enjoyable, yeah.
But yeah, I need to go figure out where my 2 bits go now that came off the stand. And I might have another play with the wings to see whether there's something that we're doing wrong, but I think that's just the way the mechanism works. To be
Hang on
honest.
a second. That we're doing wrong?
Yeah.
You mean that you're doing wrong? We're always trying to blame me for everything.
It's normally the right person to blame them.
No, it's not. So you're telling me you can blame me for the rest of our games?
No, I didn't say. I said most of the time.
You'd probably say you're distracting me by not even being next to me.
But yeah, the one thing I am worried about at the minute is the fact that I can't find the stickers.
Lifts up the table, Matt.
But I will find them. They'll be around somewhere, and if not, there'll be a nice phone call to Lego to see whether we can get hold of them.
Yeah.
But we'll see how we go. But yeah, so it's I think just the last thing before we go, so just going back to this printed plate. So I think the quality on that is really, really nice.
Yeah.
That looks really smart.
It almost looks like a sticker as well.
Yeah.
Which is good. Because I think the only problem with some of the printing is that it either looks too clean or it doesn't look clean enough to be a sticker. But I think that's quite dead on, which is nice. You don't see that too often, so it's good.
Yeah, I shouldn't take it off because I can't get back on.
Oh my goodness. This is like the Home Alone house all over again. I remember when the whole wall came down on that. Oh.
It will go back on at some point.
You'll see a picture of it in like 2 hours where you've got like just stand left. The rest of it's gone.
The one good thing is I can take this off to the work on the stand.
Exactly, but the rest of it will probably still be gone.
Yeah, it definitely needs to stand though because it's very front heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, be alright while I'm fixing it.
Yeah.
They
You
can't-
got that one right.
Right, and on that note, before I give George a clip around here, I think we need to. I think I figured out where that one goes. We'll figure out where that one goes in. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you very much for joining us, Xavier. And we'll speak very soon. And watch out for tomorrow's video, which I say is unlikely to be the Ninjago City now, as we've said for about the last 3 weeks we're going to do.
Even after I said on the last What's Coming Next, the long-awaited and will finally be reviewed, or something like that.
So I think it'll be the Minecraft and what's it called?
Arena that you saw
And Arena.
today, because that set is not closed.
Yeah, that's actually
It's already been built. It's actually the bag it's in is on the kitchen table at the moment because we built it in Leicester. Well, actually, we bought it in Leicester because, well, not Leicester Square because we were visiting my grandparents who all live in Leicester, like Oadby. So
I think that's it. I think I've sorted it.
So we bought them there and we built them there because it was like there's no point of us waiting until we get back here. And also, what were you? Oh yeah, my dad and granddad were sorting out my granddad's computer issues, and it was only my dad could sort it out. So I just did that for like an hour. Just killed some time.
There you go, fixed. I figured out where they went.
Yeah. Did you just punch them all by accident?
By accident.
Oh
It is quite sturdy though.
Yeah,
It doesn't look it, but it is actually quite sturdy.
I'm waiting for you to hit them and like all four wings collapse or something.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Anyway,
Okay, well, hope it's been entertaining.
yeah,
And we'll speak to you very soon.
yeah.
Yeah.
See you
Take
soon.
care.
Bye.
Cheers,
Yeah.
mate.
Bye.